conversation. Now, we got the sensational Nicolle. If y'all want to know, this, we have a director, an actress, if whatever you want to call her, she got that. She's very much all of that, I don't think she gives herself enough credit. She's very modest. She's like, I do this, I do that, I do this. Yeah, I'm very creative, blah, blah, blah. But I think she doesn't, And she's a Virgo rising, and her sun is Cancer, and her moon is Aquarius. Right?
Yes. Hey, what's up, guys? Nicolle Pasquel.
That's right.
Thank you so much for watching this. I'm excited for my session that I'm going to have today. I think it'll be definitely an experience that I'll be able to have for a very long time because we're going on live. I'm going to save it as well. I think I can save it, right?
Yeah, of course you can save it.
That'd be awesome as well.
Because you're tired on it on Facebook, and you can always just pull this up and be like, you know what, that's mine. And plus, I'm gonna send you your own links. I mean, you can be able to take the link anyway. It's very much public. And tell me, how did you find out about me?
I found out about Astro on actually through someone's YouTube page, and then I just continued just to look him up either on YouTube and also on Facebook. So I found out so much information about Astro on Facebook, and it was like a no-brainer. I was like, this is something I definitely want to do, and it looked really fun. It looked like it was fun, and yeah. So I booked it.
You saw her cry, and you was like, that was fun.
To me, it's so crazy because I always feel like when I see people cry, I see that there's emotion there. And whenever I think of emotion, I think of like there's something that you have to tap into. And I wanted to actually tap into something.
That's right.
And I felt like definitely like during this whole time of like, after COVID or during COVID, all this stuff, like I want to tap into some things. Like, who am I right now? Who am I today? And what interests me about like past life regression, I just wanted to know how many times was I like here on this earth, and like who are these different souls or people around me? Like, I don't know, I'm really open to different experiences. So for me, yes, I wanted to cry. I want to cry. I want to go through the whole experience, and not just for the emotion, but really I want to tap into something. I need to feel something, if that makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense. I truly appreciate your appreciation of that. Most people don't say that. I have some people be like, don't make me cry, the ugly cry. Or they'd be like,
I might have an ugly cry. I might have an ugly cry with some snot, but that's okay. As long as I have an experience.
And then people be like, you know what I mean? They're like, I'm so afraid, but I still want to do it. And I'm like, what
it's so crazy. Like at first, when I was telling different like my different friends and stuff like that, I was going to do this past life regression, and they were just like, past life, like what does that mean? And I was like, listen, I'm going to go through this experience, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to tell you exactly everything that I went through. I don't think that there's any reason to be nervous or afraid of different things. I think like everything in life, it really depends on like what your intention is when you're going into something. If you're going in there with like evil intent or vile intent or whatever, then that would make sense. But to me, it's a very positive experience. He's made me feel comfortable since I've been here, and I mean, I feel awesome. So like, it's whatever.
And that's good. I'm glad I can make you feel comfortable. I try my best to be me. Even when you try to make people feel comfortable, they're so not used to it.
Yeah.
That they think that you are coming on to them.
Right.
Like females are so much. They're not used, and I realize in America that most, especially where I'm from, you can't be nice. Because when you're
That's like Philly.
When you can't be nice, when you be nice,
Northern.
It's like.
That's like Philly.
What you want, dude. What you want.
That's crazy because like I'm from Philly, like born and raised in Philly, and
but Philly is not nice to me.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm like, where you used to being like, I don't know if it's just like a northern thing, but I feel like whenever I go like down south or something like that, just another area, another space, the hospitality is so much better.
Right.
And so I've never been out of the country yet. One day, hopefully, I'll be able to like travel, but I've never been outside. But whenever I go to another space, like down south, it's like there's so much nicer, and like I'm like. Even when I go down there, I'm like, I miss my rudeness. Like, I miss the rude people. Is that bad?
You were toxic. They got you trained to toxic stuff.
I'm like, I miss my rude people. Why are they talking to me? Why are you being nice to me? Like, I'm like, but then there's a part of me that wants, obviously, I want people to be nice to me and everything like that. But sometimes you just get so used to, anger and meanness.
You've been trained in toxicity. That's what it is.
It's Philly.
It's Philly, right? Yeah, but I'm glad that you feel comfortable because that's important in this.
Yeah.
It's always about building rapport. So in the session with me, I normally have a conversation with you. I let you to make you feel that you are in safe hands. Because that's the only way you can close your eyes if you're comfortable. Laying down, closed eyes. That sound like a recipe for a dude who's a rapist to be like humping all over you.
Yeah.
But for somebody to be more comfortable and relaxed around a human being, especially a male figure, is very, very important, especially in these experiences.
Absolutely.
And I try to create that to make you feel just as comfortable as possible. And we're gonna get into it. They say you got great energy. Check it out.
Oh.
Beautiful energy.
Awesome. Oh, look at that. You can see comments. I'm sorry. I'm new to this. I'm new to this. That's so cool. Oh, wow. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, when you go live, you see that comment.
Wow, that's phenomenal.
So you've never really watched any of my lives on YouTube yet?
No.
Other than in general.
No.
If you ever go on my lives, you probably be like, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
You've never watched any?
No, but you know what? It's so funny because I think as I got older, I have how like sometimes you get like more of like a power of discernment. So sometimes I don't have to, sometimes you can look at someone and you can like, you don't have to.
Yes, you don't have to be reassured.
You don't have to be reassured. Sometimes you just know. And so like, there's other times like if you ever go around people and you'd be like, ugh, I don't want to be around them or I don't want to go around them. I didn't get that vibe. So, and I trust my spirit.
Thank you. And that's the reason why some people don't get the experience. It's because they second guess, they overthink,
right,
and they don't go with their intuition.
Yeah.
So I see people on, and I'm not calling out anybody, but they be asking people, so how was your experience? How's your experience? How is it? Because they want reassurance.
Right.
Because they're second guessing their own intuition.
Right. Sometimes you just have to follow your own intuition.
And that's detriment to actually trust. That's detriment to actually trusting your own intuition. Because you want to trust other people's experiences as opposed to your own feeling on the inside.
Right.
And I'll be watching them, I'll be like, listen, all you're doing is just feeding your left side of your brain, which needs to control. Absolutely. Because you want to control exactly how it goes. I wonder how it goes. So you're feeding into the left side of your brain that needs reassurance, that needs logic, rationality, all this other stuff. I see a lot of people on my comments, they be asking, so you need to so and so. So I'll be like, damn, y'all don't know what y'all doing to yourself.
Yeah. Because I can see that too. Because sometimes, like when you take that same thought process into the world or into like your everyday, you second guess everything that you're doing. You're never really accomplishing anything or doing anything. So if you take that second guessing or that into an experience with another person, how would you be able to actually? I don't know if I'm explaining that correctly, but if you second guess everything, or sometimes the people are already used to second guessing everything, and then by the time they get to the individual or the person or the experience or whatever, they're so used to second guessing everything that they wouldn't even allow themselves to try something new or do something different. So I don't know. I think for me, just stepping out of my comfort zone, stepping out of my box, and that's what I would suggest other people to do as well. And follow your own.
They want to ask, how did you get aligned with me? She watched one video and she trusted her instinct. She trusted her intuition and says, I want to do that. And she followed exactly what Jayla Majek said on a video of how to get in contact with me. And she was like, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Without second guessing, without all that stuff. She's like, I'm doing it. This is how she is right now, right here, right now.
Yeah. I Googled him, and then like between Googling him and then looking him up on Facebook, and then I was just like, all right, where's the website? Booking. It wasn't any thought process. And for me, sometimes there's no time to second guess something and take all day, because sometimes, like, it's crazy. I was trying to do a session earlier, but because I was like, wait a minute, let me get my card right. I wasn't second guessing it. I just wanted to make sure, like, my wallet was. I think I misplaced one card, and then the card that I was going to book with, and then and I think what happened was, like, I couldn't find something just that quick. It was like they were like book, like things are being booked, and I'm like, yo, whatever card I have at this point, like I have to just find it. So it was just like just that fast, like you just thinking about something, and not me thinking like not wanting to do it, but me thinking like I didn't have all my stuff ready. It's like sometimes you might have to just be ready in life. You have to be ready for things like that, to come up, to go ahead and pay, go ahead and book, go ahead and do it, because your opportunity could be right there. Here I am.
Oh, believe it or not, on March 8th, I'm actually opening up the book to book again for the next tour. And whoever second guess, that's all on them, because they got people who are waiting for me to say it's open. And I assure you,
yes,
there are people who will be flying from Dubai, from the Netherlands.
Wow.
They fly from London, from Jamaica. Where else?
And don't think about the time. Just book the time, because I'm gonna tell you too. At first I was like, I'll do like a later one because I'm not a morning person. And it was like, no, just something in my mind was just do it. Find a babysitter, figure it out. Just don't overthink it. It doesn't matter. I'm like, no, I'm gonna figure out a way to get it. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning. Although usually my first instinct would be later, but no, because sometimes you might be passing by your own opportunity because you want to make it convenient for you, and that's not how life is. Just book it.
I'm sure that. Well, y'all see. So, just one more question, like you said. Is there like anybody in particular you'd like to know that you're connected to, that you want to know more information about? Are there some people that you like to know, like some family members and friends, whoever it may be? And
like alive?
Yeah, or deceased. It doesn't matter.
Oh man, yeah, absolutely. My father, my maternal grandmother.
Is your father still alive?
My father, deceased. My father's deceased. My maternal grandmother's deceased. And a part of me is like an ex-boyfriend, but I'm like, I don't know. But I want to go ahead and put him out there in a bunch too, because I always wanted to know, like during college we were close, and then something happened, and then somebody else I was close to, something happened. I don't know.
There's nothing wrong with finding. You have some insecure people. They be like, why she want to know about her ex-boyfriend? What knows like right now. You know what? People's connection have nothing to do with your connection with that person.
Yeah.
But you'll be stick inside and be like, why? Why am I with? Why are you even thinking about that person when I'm the only one that? No, you're not the only one in the world. You are that person right now. And that person right now doesn't make you, it makes you important at this very point in time. And you're going to be important to that person regardless. But that doesn't mean that there's no connection to anybody else other than you. People are like, you better forget about that BITC, you know what? Because that's all that matters to me. And you want to know the connection, the reason why you keep incarnating with particular people and doing this over and over and over again. And be one resolve, so you don't have to do it from a karmic perspective,
Also, my relationship with my mom as well. I would like to dig into that a little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah.
How's the relationship?
It's gotten better over time. I think it's gotten better over time because, she got sick maybe like 14 years ago, and then I really just stepped up as a child, like as one of her children, and helped her out during that time. But before she got sick, we weren't really close. It was like we got close because she was sick. So I think, I don't know.
What's going on, Mike Joseph? Now we're gonna get on to it.
Okay.
I want you to lay down, get yourself nice and relaxed, and see, I know I don't have to worry about your voice because you project very well. I want you to give me a hand.
That's that theater.
The theater, right? That's that theater. Just relax and open your eyes. I pick a spot on my hand. And as you do, as the hand comes with your voice slowly, you'll notice the focus in your eyes start to change. The focus in your eyes start to change. As your eyes start to get heavier, heavier, sleep. All the way down, drifting, floating, floating, drifting. Each and every time I suggest the word sleep, you're going to allow yourself to go quickly, calmly, and deeply into that state of relaxation or even deeper. Any sound that you hear other than my voice will only help you focus on my voice from this point on. I'm going to count from 5 to 0 again. And when I reach 0, I'm going to say the words wide awake when I say the word sleep again. This time, you're going to allow yourself to go 1,000,000 times deeper. 1,000,000 times deeper. More relaxed than you are right now. As I start the process of counting down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And eyes wide awake, focus right here. Take a deep breath in, exhaling, and sleep all the way down. Drifting, floating, floating, drifting. Each and every time I suggest the word sleep, you can allow yourself with your permission to go quickly, calmly, and deeply into that state of relaxation, or even deeper. Any sound that you hear other than my voice will only to help you focus on my voice from this point on. I'm going to count from 5 to 0 again. And when I reach 0, I'm going to say the words wide awake. When I say the word sleep again, this time, you're going to allow yourself to go 1,000,000,000 times deeper. 1,000,000,000 times deeper. More relaxed than you are right now. Start the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And eyes wide awake. Focus right there. And sleep all the way down. All the way down. Now, this time, when I count from 5 to 0, you're going to visualize yourself sensing, feeling. You're going to be in a beautiful place. This could be a garden, a beach, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that you're going to be there at this beautiful place. Sensing as if you're there, feeling as if you're there, knowing as if you're there, believing that you're there. As I start to count now, 5, and I reach the number 0, you're going to be in that beautiful place, wherever that is. 5, 4, 3, when I reach number 0, you'll be in that place. 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Sensing as if you're there, feeling as if you're there, believing that you're there, knowing that you're there. And eventually, only after those, being there completely. And when you're there in that beautiful place, wherever that place may be, let me know that you're there by saying the word yes. I want you to describe that place to me so I can also visualize myself there as well. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Now I want you to find yourself hearing the sounds of this beach. The sound of the The ocean patting the shoreline, splashing softly. The feel of the cool breeze blowing past the nice sea breeze. The feel of the succulent sun beating softly on your skin. Sounds of birds chirping in happiness. And I want you to find yourself placing your feet ankle high in the water. And when you're doing that, let me know by saying the word yes. Know fully well that you're placing your feet in the sea of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And when I touch your feet, all of the energy of that ocean, that sea of consciousness, will flow through your body, giving you access to the past, the present, and the future. Making your body very relaxed, refreshed, and renewed as it goes up. Now let's lift up your feet, giving you this beautiful feeling, this beautiful, beautiful feeling. And as that feeling has filled your whole body, let me know by saying the word yes. Awesome. Now I want you to take your feet and place it back on the shore. And as you do, when I snap my fingers, I count from 5 to 0. And when I touch your forehead, that ball of light, this ambient ball of light, will start to descend out from the sky. When I snap my fingers, snap. And when I touch your forehead, the light will absorb through your body, illuminating your body like the glow of an angel. Like the glow of an angel. I touch your forehead, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and now it goes down your face, illuminating your body with this beautiful, beautiful glow. This glow of an angel. And when the light has engulfed your whole body, let me know by saying the words yes very loud and clear.
Yes.
Awesome. Now, unbeknown to you, when I snap my fingers, a door is going to appear on the right hand side of this beach. And only when I snap my fingers will it appear, suspended, without doors, without walls. There's one particular door without walls will appear there now. Upon discovering it, I want you to walk over to it. And when you're there, at the beginning of it, let me know. By saying the word yes. Now you're going to step into the door at the number 0. I'm going to count from 3 down. Into this hallway of lifetimes. In this hallway are nothing but doors. All lifetimes you've lived prior to this moment. Those doors lead to elevators that lead to past lives you lived before this moment. You'll walk through that door. 3, 2, 1, 0. Now, upon walking in this hallway, I'm going to count from 10 down to 0. And when I reach the number 0, on the left side, when I reach number 0, you will stop at the door on the left-hand side. This door leads to an elevator that leads to a past life that you spent prior to this moment that is still affecting you to this day. A different body, a different time, a different era, a different place that your soul has experienced in a past life, one that is still affecting you to this day. As you start to walk down now, 10. Deeper, deeper into your soul, into your superconsciousness. 9. Deeper, 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 deeper. 8. Deeper, deeper into your soul, into your superconsciousness. 6. Deeper, 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 deeper. 5. Deeper, deeper into your soul, into your superconsciousness. 3. Deeper, deeper, deeper and deeper. 2. 1. And 0. As you approach that door on the left, I want you to walk in that door to that elevator, to this very safe, beautifully lit, empty elevator. And when the doors close behind you, let me know by saying the words yes. Now when this elevator door opens again, you're going to walk out of that elevator at the number 0 as I count from 10 down to 0. Into a different body, a different time, a different era, a different place that your soul has experienced in a past life, a lifetime that you lived prior to this one that is still affecting you to this day. As the elevator goes up, 10, deeper and deeper to your soul, into your superconsciousness. 9, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper. 8, deeper and deeper to your soul, into your superconsciousness. 7, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper. 6, deeper and deeper to your soul, into your superconsciousness. 5, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper. 4, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper. 3, 2, 1, and 0. Now, allow yourself to walk out of that elevator. When you're out of the elevator, into that different body, different time, different era, different place, let me know. Good job by saying the word yes. Beautiful. Now, when I touch your forehead, all the answers to the questions I asked are going to automatically pop into your subconscious mind as if you always knew them. Because that lifetime and this one are being experienced simultaneously like leaves on a tree, so will your experience be when you touch your forehead. Now I want you to get a sense of feel of the body that you have in that lifetime. Get a sense and feel of the clothing you're wearing. Also, the shape that you are. Take note if you're a male or female. Your hands, the color of your skin. Female?
Male.
Male. Describe the clothing you're wearing in that lifetime. A golf jacket. White cloth? Okay. What are you wearing? The bottom.
Pants, white pants, jacket.
Okay.
Somewhat like a
What are you wearing shoes? What kind of shoes?
black.
And your body size? Tall? When I touch your heart, you're going to feel all emotions that you're there in real time. I'm going to tell your consciousness to that. This is where the healing takes place. Your consciousness and that consciousness will be tied as one. Every emotion you're going to feel as if you're there in real time. There will be no separation. Now I'm going to snap my fingers and you're going to have an equivalent of a mirror to be able to look at your facial features, your eye color, your hair texture, and your hair color. You're going to have that in your hand. Now, hold the mirror to your face and describe your face in that lifetime. What's the color of your skin in that lifetime? Take a look at the color of your eyes in that lifetime. And the color of your hair. And the texture of it. Is it safe to say you look completely different than what you look in this lifetime? When I touch your forehead, you're going to know the answers to the questions I asked, as if you always knew them. Now, what's your name in that lifetime? Try to pronounce it. You're also going to know how old you are at that point in time now. 38. And where do you live? So, What year is it at that point in time? 1867. We're going to forward you to your home in that lifetime. Should we call you Shad for short? 1867, Shad. You're going to be in the front of your home in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, now. And describe your home to me, please. Mm-hmm. Is there anybody inside the home? Take a look on the inside. Walk on the inside. Take a look in the eyes of that servant and see you recognize that servant in this lifetime now. You do? It's your brother. It's your servant, correct? Right? Ask him what his name is in that lifetime. Raj. Are you Asian? Yes. Now, there's a reason why your soul went to this lifetime. Well, who else is inside that home? Your wife. Take a look in the eyes of your wife and see if you recognize that soul in your lifetime now. Huh? Your mom was your wife in that lifetime, correct? Do y'all have any kids? How many kids do you have? How much? A son? Take a look in the eyes of that son and see if you recognize that son in your life now. Who's that person to you? It's your child now, correct? Your mom loves your son just like that, doesn't she? What do you do for a living, child? You're a builder. That's why your home is like the way it is, correct? So you're basically very well off. But we're going to forward to see exactly the reason why your soul went there. There's something that happened, child. You're going to be there in 5, 4, whatever it is. that your soul needs healing from. You're going to be there in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And now. Now what's happening? What's going on? What's happening? It's a fire? Who's in the fire? Is there anybody in the fire? And whose house is it? Is it a home? Who is your mansion?
Yes.
Who's in the fire? Is there anybody in the house? Are they trapped in the fire? What about your son? Your child? Huh? You haven't. So y'all two are the only ones who escaped. What's happening? Are they being burned? Are they dying?
They're not dying. I just can't get out the house. I can't get to it.
So they're still burning, the fire still going, right?
Yes.
Are they helping?
Yes.
Do they get them out?
Yes.
They do.
Servants got them out. Servants got them out.
How did you feel watching them happen? How did you feel?
Like this. There's so much to it.
I want you to repeat after me. Because you're going to heal everyone. In that moment that you felt very emotional towards that, you create a shift in your own experiences and all of your other lifetimes. And we're going to help mold that shift. Put it back in alignment. I want you to repeat after me. That experience in that lifetime, I have no more from it. I release all that guilt, feeling of helplessness, feeling that I had enough, I had too much but not enough, too much but not enough to help my family. I release all that feeling of guilt, embarrassment, helplessness, and the feeling of being guilty of being rich and being helpless at the same time. I release all guilt from having money. And I remove all self-hacks that I put on myself in that lifetime. I put on myself in that lifetime. From feeling guilt of having too much. From this point on, I will appreciate my abundance and not be ashamed or embarrassed of it. I call that abundance upon myself again. And so it is. Right, touch your heart, you're going to imprint and vent that and release all of those feelings of guilt, helplessness, and the self-hacks you put on yourself when it comes when it comes to love. Now we're going to forward you to a happy time and not lifetime after that. You're going to be there in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Now. And what's the happy time after that? Mm-hmm. Peaceful, right? Do you have any other kids, Chad? Okay. We're going to forward you your death in a lifetime. You're going to be there in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 now. And tell me, how do you die in a lifetime? You're going to know how old you are at that point now. How old are you? 57. So you don't die too old. Neither too young. What did you die of? You're going to know right now. What did you die of? Where did your wife and your kids go? They left? Oh. And you died without them being there. And you felt alone. I want you to repeat after me. We're going to hear that alone. The death in a lifetime? Repeat after me. That death in a lifetime? Come on, come in. I'm not alone. I'm always connected. Every person that loves me, I can feel them and speak to them through my mind. We are always connected to energy. And I am connected to every single soul. And I'm never alone. And so it is. When you touch your heart, you can embed that inside your subconscious mind, knowing fully well that you are never alone. As you release that into the universe. Now we're going to float above as you go into spirit world, floating above, following that light that all souls go when they're heading into spirit world. Going higher and higher, higher and higher, higher and higher, higher and higher. Following the beautiful, beautiful light. Beautiful light. Gives you a sense of peace. And tell me, how does it feel to be outside our body? It's really free, doesn't it? Now, when you arise in spirit world, let me know by saying the word yes. Awesome. Who's going to greet your spirit world? You're going to see them coming from a distance. And I know you see them already. Because they're coming. And I'm going to be there right in the back of them coming now as well. And we're heading towards you. And when we're there in front of you, let me know by saying the word yes. And two. You just sound that. Good angry. Also, we call upon the energy, the soul, to the Father. It's going to breathe in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Now. As we have summoned his energy, his consciousness, allow yourself to walk over to him. Embrace him. See hello. Is he happy to see you? Tell him you only come to visit. You're not going to stay. I'm sure you're thinking that you probably pass on, but let him know you're only visiting now. Have him to tell you when he visits you. What's the sign? What does he say?
Birds.
Mm. Mm. I'm going to tell you how many lifetimes he's lived with you on earth. How much? 69. And I'm going to tell you what he was to you in your most recent lifetime. He was your father in the lifetime before this, correct? I'm going to tell you what he'll be to you in the next lifetime. What does he say? Huh?
A mentor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A player, a mentor.
Okay. Is there anybody else there? Is this Nina?
Yes.
You'd be surprised at this. Ask Spirit me how many lifetimes he's lived with your father. What does he say? Mm-hmm. And ask him how many lifetimes has he spent in connection with you. Mm-hmm. 19. And have him to guide you before the council. You can bring your father, because I know y'all have some catching up to do. Have him to speak to you. Things that you need to hear in order to pass on to your people, your siblings, and your family members who he has left here as well. And as he speaks that to your subconscious mind, allow yourself to feel spirit world as well, the energy behind it. Are we going to show up directly in front of the council? We want to be there in front of the council. Let me know by saying the words yes. Awesome. How many beings are there in the council for you? Do they feel as if you met your purpose in that lifetime? What do they feel as if you got wrong? You didn't trust, did you? Could you see how you do that in this lifetime as well? How do they give you some encouraging words in this lifetime? That's Nicolle.
Everything that you want to do, stop limiting yourself. Be afraid to feel. There's no such thing as failure. Be.
After they're giving you the final words of encouragement, let's leave their presence. Give them gratitude for being your counsel for their lifetime. And as we leave the council, the review council, the review team, your Akashic book of records will fall down from the sky. This is the review, the records of your lifetime, of your soul's journey in every planet, of every galaxy, every universe, past, present, and future. Now, it's going to turn to your pages in this lifetime. You see your name, your date of birth, and a picture of you, how you look at this very moment in time. Underneath that, I want you to take a look at total amount of lifetimes you've lived on Earth. Repeat that for me. 107. Take a look at how many lifetimes you've lived out of those 107 with your son. Repeat that. 89. That's a lot of those. Take a look at what he was to you in the most recent lifetime. Who's your best friend? Scroll down, take a look at how many lifetimes you lived with your now boyfriend. $23. What was he to you in the most recent lifetime? Before this one. Who's your best friend? Take a look at how many lifetimes you lived with your ex-boyfriend, the one from high school, from college. How many? 17. Open the door. Take a look at what he was to you in the most recent lifetime. Now I want you to scroll down and take a look at how many lifetimes you lived with your mother. How many? How much? 71. And what she was to you in the most recent lifetime? Read it for me. Your mom, right? And take a look as you already saw your dad. You already know exactly how much lifetime he lived with you. Scroll down and take a look at how many children you've chosen to have in this lifetime. 3. How many boys, how many girls? Awesome. And you're also going to take a look at how many spiritual gifts you've chosen to use in this lifetime. Out of those 6, how many of those are you using and have developed? And out of those 6, how many of those am I here to help you amplify, awaken, and activate? Scroll down and take a look at your challenges you set for yourself to overcome. Read them off. The top 3, if there are 3. Yes, your challenges in this lifetime. For your soul challenges, so your soul can evolve and evolve from this point to the next. And what are those challenges for you? Overthinking, 1. Yeah. 2. And protection. Now you're going to scroll down and take a look at your purpose in this lifetime. And read it out loud for me, please. Communicate. And you're going to see exactly what it is you're here to communicate to people. So basically, you're here to be a speaker, a motivational speaker. Is this a part of that? Yes. Among other things, correct? And that also taps into your creative energy as well, to your right side of your brain. You know, the more optimistic side of your brain. Now you're going to scroll back out to those 6 gifts and you're going to take a mental screenshot of those gifts. I said you're going to be able to recall those gifts as time go on after this session. I'm going to touch your forehead, you will keep it in your mind and restore it for later use. All of the words of those 6 gifts you have now. Now, you're going to take a look at if you've chosen to be married in this lifetime. Is there yes or no? Take a look at the age marker for the next moment for you to be married. What age is there? 39. And if you miss 39, what is the next marker? 42. All right. Awesome. So I'm going to fulfill my contract that I made with your soul and yours with mine and spirit world, which is to amplify, awaken, and activate your gifts. I'm going to speak directly to your body, to your mind, and to your soul. And as I speak directly to your body, to every cell in your body, every strand of DNA, every blood vessel, every fiber of tissue, every atom resides in your body. Speak to your subconscious mind, removing all negative thoughts, feelings, and emotions, making your mind a channel. And speaking to your superconscious mind, which is your soul, to place those gifts that lives directly in the depth of your soul, bringing them to your subconscious mind and forming them through your body, bringing mind, body, and soul together. To bring those gifts into the physical, to be used in a connection with the souls that you've made a contract with to use those gifts on, to be used for the betterment of them and also yourself, to be a channel, a conduit of those gifts. Marrying them, intertwining your mind, body, and soul, amplifying and awakening and activating those gifts. And touch your forehead. From this point on, those gifts will be amplified, activated, elevated. Now I'm going to count from 10 down to 0. When I awaken you, you're going to feel refreshed, energized, as if you slept for 8 hours, and as if you've been massaged by 1,000 hands. All worries, all stress completely gone. You're going to have a wonderful day. Nothing will deter you from having a beautiful day today. As I start the countdown, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Eyes wide awake. Hey, welcome back. How you feeling? Huh?
That's so cool.
Huh? You thought it was cool?
Yeah.
You like that's cool. Y'all, she feel good. Look at her. You like it's cool.
Yeah. So cool. It's amazing. I knew I had a lot of masculine energy. I never understood like why.
But that makes a lot of sense now,
It
doesn't it?
makes a lot of sense.
Thank you for sharing that with everybody, with me. Thank you for coming on. You know. And plus you're not really old to this universe. You're basically from a different galaxy. Your soul. And you give me more Pleiadian energy. I can sense it and feel it from it. You know, you just have that energy. I look in your eyes, I can see that. Yeah, but thank you very much for coming on and sharing.
Thank you.
I'm sure they're gonna, you know, these people, they show all kind of love. Thank you, Sharon. Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing.
Oh. Thank you guys.
Don't worry, you have it. Like you, when you go on the stage, you can just share it out on my YouTube. I tag you with it too, so you can be able to share with your family and what have you of your experience.
Awesome.
You know,
Yes.
it's
Thank
beautiful. Y'all be safe. Y'all know it's your boy Astro.
you. Yes. Thank you guys.
And
Bye.
you know, I gotta go because I got another one right here. Y'all be safe. We'll chat on my next live.